I'm Daniel. I would walk you through the OkecBot 4.0. If you're new to this platform, I would start with telling you exactly what OkecBot does. So OkecBot is simply a bot manager. This is a software that when installed on your computer, it turns your computer into a central system for creating bots, assigning activities and tasks to this bot, and also being able to manage the entire operation of this bot. So in a nutshell, OkecBot is simply a personal bot manager. The bots in OkecBot are completely safe. Unlike most bots that get easily detected by bot detection systems, OkecBot bypasses almost every bot detection system. On this series of OkecBots, I would give you a very short demonstration into the latest feature added to OkecBot. To download OkecBot, simply visit the website okecbot.com. Currently, the software is only available to Windows operating system. We hope to make a Mac version available in the future, but upon custom demands, you can be given a Mac version. Right here, I'm currently making this video on a Mac and I'll be running the OkecBot version for Mac device. Upon launching OkecBot system, you're expected to put in your API key. This is a special password given to you that contains every single details surrounding the bot you have with OkecBot, the cookies, the tags, the bot states. Virtually your OkecBot API key, it's the login access to your bot details stored on OkecBot Cloud. To show you a better description, I'm going to put in my own OkecBot API key and I would log in with my OkecBot API key. Upon logging into the OkecBot, I'll be presented with my account and this is my account portfolio. Next, I would launch an activity or set of activities using a configuration, after which I will describe in details what the whole activity meant and how it actually makes me money. Because OkecBot is not just a bot manager to have bots carry out actions. The bots in OkecBot are actually being trained to make actions that are profitable. For instance, I will show you how to use OkecBot to bypass Google AdSense, Ezoic, or AdStera. Let us start with Google AdSense for instance. On this particular section, I'm going to launch a multitude of bots and you're going to notice something about the Google AdSense on each and every one of these bots. So basically, I would start with stating how many seconds I would want a bot that has been popped up to delay before it starts executing actions. So I would want a minimum of 5 seconds and a maximum of 10 seconds. Now, if you were to do this, you should actually have a very longer time in which a bot would delay before carrying out tasks. I'm only having a very short delay time as I would want this video demonstration to be very fast and straight to the point, and since it's going to be as fast as possible, having a very short time frame of 5 to 10 seconds, it's all I need to demonstrate how fast this bot can come up online before they start executing activities. So the configuration I already have here says that each time an iPhone is being launched, it should delay within 5 to 10 seconds. It should randomly pick up within 5 to 10, 5 seconds, it could be 6, it could be 7, 8, 9, it could be 10. But it should pick in a time within that particular time range before it starts engaging into an activity. Now you can also see Android. This is exactly the same thing as well. It's basically saying whenever an Android device is being launched or popped up, how many seconds delay would you want before this Android device starts executing tasks? Once again, because the intention is to show you how fast it is, I will just still put in 5 to 10 seconds. You could also span Mac devices and Windows devices, but on this video, I will just get so focused on showing you how to do this only for Android and iPhone. The next section here says what bot pop-up range you would want. So for most people, they think creating bot traffic or driving traffic to your bot means you would have 1001 browsers open at the same time, when in reality it is the most unhealthy way to drive traffic to a website. This is because if you have lots of browsers at the same time on a website giving you traffic, they will likely almost all go off at the same time, which would in return raise detection flags, and that whole summary of traffic would sometimes be marked as invalid traffic. The safest way to drive traffic to a website or YouTube channel or any social platform is to have this traffic coming in a very consistent interval. So the bot pop-up range simply means within how many minimum and maximum devices that you would want active at all times. So for instance, on the iPhone, I could say I want three iPhones. Okay, three. So I'm going to set this to two. I'm going to set this to three. Now, what I just simply said is simple. I want a minimum of two iPhones and a maximum of three iPhones. Now, this doesn't mean the bot would open just two iPhones or three iPhones, execute a task, and go off. But this simply means that at every single check, every single routine check the bot makes, it would always make sure there is at least two to three iPhones currently executing a task. I know this might not really make a whole lot of sense immediately, so I'll just simply put in something higher for the Android and just few seconds in between executing tasks, I will stop the bots and then I'll come in again to explain in great details what these things do, as my explanation right here would not be concluded if you don't see a demonstration. I'm going to be hitting the turn on button here for a very short demonstration, after which I will come back to explain in details. Loading bots. This would start a very quick demonstration for us. Now it's popping up as many bot browsers as possible. On each of these bot browsers, some could be iPhone, some could be Android, but it would always be within two iPhone, within two to three iPhone, within 4 to 5 Android. Every single one of these bots being open represents a device. It clones that device user agent. It also clones whatever details you had set. They would all open up the website and they would all engage with the website. So you can see a particular website being open, sportstake8.com. You can also see some bots opening some other websites. You would also notice that they first open OkecBot, after which they stay about 5 to 10 seconds and then they prompt you. Like for instance, this bot was just launched not too long. Very soon it's going to start prompting us that it would start executing an activity. Like this one over here has already prompted us. Thanks for holding on. It's beginning to execute an activity. This other one also have received an activity to execute. So basically the system switches on so many bots, gives these bots activities to execute. This system also makes sure that there will be a consistent range of bots. So for instance, we have our configuration for iPhone as 2 to 3. This means that Each time it makes a routine check. A routine check is done whenever you see loading bots. Each time it shows loading bots, it turns on new bots if they're below the range. So, for instance, you have 2 to 3 iPhones at all times. Some bots will execute a task and will be done with the task. So, once they get done with the task, they close. Before they close, their state is being saved on our server as backup. So, should they open up again, Google would not see them as a completely alien browser, but would see them as a browser that had been on that particular platform not too long. And it basically pops up, does whatever it was programmed to do, and go off. You can see 2 to 3 browsers for iPhone, you can see 4 to 5 for Android. Each time some browsers reduce, new ones are being created. I would stop the software next so I can now explain in great detail how this whole bots can be used to drive traffic to your websites and give you earnings on Google AdSense. Within the next few seconds, I'll hit the stop button, and on episode 2, I will explain in great details how this can improve your Google AdSense earnings. It's completely safe, no ban from Google AdSense, Zoic or ADX, and how you can actually start programming your own activities as well. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. See you on episode 2.